Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Great. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. And I first want to acknowledge our public elected officials. I saw, I think, 2 council members here. Raise your hand, Councilman Tim Riggenbach. He's our 3rd District Councilman. And I think I saw our 2nd, yes. Thank you for your service. I saw Councilman Alex Carmona, our 2nd District Councilman. There he is, right there. Also an artist. Do we have any more council members here? Do we have any more elected officials here? City Clerk. Oh, I did not see you. Stephanie Tarr, our City Clerk. Thank you. Did I miss anyone? You know, I looked outside and I saw the 2 fire engines, and I grabbed a staff member and said, "Is anything wrong?" They said no. Chief Solberger and Chief Cummins just bought their entourage along of firefighters. So firefighters, raise your hands. Thank you for supporting. They're just here to support, like they always do. So again, thank you everyone for being here to celebrate our newest public art edition, and a very special thank you, there he is, to Doug Pruitt and Distillery Labs for hosting this event. Thank you very much. They are doing wonderful things here at Distillery Lab, and I encourage you to take a tour if you have not already and experience the innovation yourself. I came here yesterday because they have opened the new cafe by Reservations chef Jeremy Washam, and I had the Mediterranean salad, and it is awesome. So that cafe is open, I think, Monday through Friday here. So is it what? 11 to 2. So great lunches. Experience yourself. Today we gather to dedicate Play Greater, a new mural that celebrates play while reflecting landmarks, energy, and the creativity of Peoria. This striking work of public art demonstrates what can be accomplished when public and private partners come together to invest in our community. The artist, Bob Doucette, moved here from California and has quickly become one of Peoria's most passionate ambassadors. Sculpture, paintings, doll construction, animation, and yes, even murals. He has done it all, sharing his work around the world. His creations capture not only his extraordinary skill, but also the pride and vitality of our city through a fresh and engaging perspective. In Play Greater, vibrant colors bring Peoria to life. People catapult. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy prepared my comments. People catapult through the air, surrounded by hearts, a colorful landscape, and city landmarks, including a nod to the Abraham Blue mural on the county courthouse. The mural invites everyone to be carried away in the spirit of play and creativity. Peoria has long valued the arts, and today our artistic legacy is stronger than ever. From performances at the symphony, ballet, and theater to offerings at the Peoria Civic Center, the performing arts continue to delight audiences. Our visual arts scene also thrives with galleries, artists, artist studios, the Peoria Riverfront Museum, and the award-winning Fine Art Fair. And Peoria is embracing art in our built environment, from the Big Picture murals and sculpture walk to the banners and boxes beautification project, and even painted snowplow blades. These projects reflect a city where art is not just appreciated, it's embraced. Art enriches the lives of our residents and welcomes visitors, creating spaces where people want to live, work, and explore. Public art galleries and cultural programming drive tourism. They support local businesses and contribute to Peoria's economic vitality. Projects like Play Greater are not only expressions of creativity, they are investments in our community and our economy. This project would not have been possible without collaboration. Big Picture Peoria provided vision and leadership, while the Gilmore Foundation, PNC Bank, and the Community Foundation of Central Illinois made the project financially possible. City staff ensured the installation went smoothly, reflecting the true partnership between public and private sectors that make Peoria thrive. Play Greater transforms a downtown space into more than a mural. It becomes a place to pause, reflect, and feel connected to our city. It is a reminder that Peoria is a community that values creativity, celebrates culture, and invests in its future. So thank you to everyone who played a role in bringing this mural to life. Together we are creating a city where art, community, and opportunity meet. It is now my pleasure to welcome Mark Misselhorn, Vice President of Big Picture Peoria, to the podium. Not to be outdone, he will also have news about another mural dedication tomorrow and Go Day scheduled for this Sunday. Mark?
Thank you, Mayor Ali. Thanks for coming. What a beautiful day. I love this celebration. This is a project like this particular mural was more than a year in the making. It's a process that takes a lot of effort, time, thinking, and dedication, and Big Picture Peoria is super proud to continue the beautification and contributions that public art gives to our community. As Mayor Ali said, I'm Mark Misselhorn, Vice President, one of the co-founders of Big Picture, and we have other board members and founders here, and we're a small but mighty team of all volunteers. We do the kinds of things we do, which includes public art, as we're talking about today, and arts-related events that we'll mention in a second, and also collaboration, the public-private partnerships, as well as with other arts groups. And we very much appreciate our sponsors, which Mayor Ali mentioned, but the support from PNC, Community Foundation of Central Illinois, and the Gilmore Foundation, pushing towards and supporting the Choose Greater Peoria initiative. That's what this particular piece is largely about. Just a year ago, almost to the day, we dedicated Live Greater, which is just a block away on the same street. And that was just a block away from the original piece, Abraham Blue, on the county courthouse. And it's intentional, not accidental, that there's an arts corridor here being created in the center of our city where it needs a little bit of love and life. And there's so many good things happening. And public art is a part of that. And it really does bring life and bring smiles to people's faces. And as the mayor said, really means a lot of things to a lot of people. But seeing the artwork there, and also if you turn, I guess, to your right, beyond the piece that's protecting the window, there's a really great window cling that I think you've seen on the building on the corner. That was a project that was also supported by Choose Greater Peoria, and it's a simple example of what was it's a long vacant building with hopes of being occupied. That's the goal, not to have art in the window, but have things inside where the building is activated and would be a great restaurant or retail space with mixed use and so forth. And it will be, I believe, someday. But in the meantime, that's beautification, and we love to hear people's comments and saying like, wow, like I either didn't notice that building, or I think Chris said, he also said, make sure they get the creepy doll out of the upper floor. So we're working on that too. The mannequin, that is. But the beautifications that have been done recently, if you haven't seen it when you leave, look at the work that the city has done with plantings. Just a few months ago, it really needed some TLC, and now planters are full, new plants are there, they're being maintained. The artwork that's here, the investment in Distillery Labs here, which is fantastic. Just where I'm standing, we can see, the multi-million-dollar investment that OSF had done to save that beautiful historic building, all the jobs that are there, and the activity. I think they're full now. They're fully occupied, which is great. Many of you have seen the work that Caterpillar is doing on the building next to AB. that's bringing 400 some engineers that'll be working downtown. People are back to work, and part of this, the play grader is ironically part of back to work too, because there's more people downtown here. So it all really works together to have that message of Peoria is loved, and we do that. We do this because we love Peoria, and you know it sends a message to visitors and residents and people that work down here that someone cares. It's not just status quo is okay. We continually work all together to make the downtown more vibrant. And as we know, the downtown is so very, very important to our entire region and our entire city. So step by step, along with the great things in the warehouse district and more stuff on the riverfront to be announced, really great stuff going on. Very good reasons to be excited and very optimistic about what's going on in our city and our community. The mayor mentioned why public art is important, and of course, you know, beautification and placemaking is a big part of it. But one of the things that I love, and I'll do this in closing, is when we celebrate a project like this and we see people's reactions. Some of the fun things I've heard are it's described as, you know, vibrant. Well, vibrant really means full of energy and enthusiasm, exuberant, joyful. And one of the things I really like was it's a real smile maker. And I think that's people like when they came into work, that wasn't there when they came out of work. This beautiful mural was up, and it just made them smile. So I think that in itself is pretty cool, I think. So we're Big Picture is very happy and pleased to be a part of this, and it's also now my pleasure to introduce the smile maker himself, artist Bob Dissett.
Hi, thank you all for coming. Thank you to the mayor and the city for all the support we've had with this. Our jurors who made this all possible for me, my good friends Mark and Maggie and Eileen and Doug at Big Picture, and all the wonderful donors today. I always said when I came here that I came for the architecture, but I stayed for the people, because I just love the people of Peoria. We've always, and so many friends here. I wanted this painting to reflect my feelings on Peoria, and when they said it was about play, one of my biggest goals in life is to have my art bring people joy. And that was my whole plan for this, was to show how Peoria brings me joy. Doug and Eileen from the beginning have always embraced me to be a part of their big picture. That's why a little nod to Abraham Blue there. For me, this is the play. I'm allowed to make my art part of the community. I've never felt so integrated in a community. And also, partially the embrace from everyone has made that great. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's there for years to come. And I really just wanted to bring you all a little bit of happiness, so thank you.
One of the risks of going fourth in line is that most of what I was planning to say has been said. So lucky for you, this is going to be extra short. But thank you, Bob. You have been such an asset to our community. I'm so proud to call you a friend, and to see your work displayed here. And for those who haven't seen it, another beautiful mural behind the Semantle building, also just a few blocks away downtown. It brings me a lot of joy to see your art publicly displayed. So thank you, Bob, for all that you've done for this community.
Tell us who you are. We most.
Probably a good start. My name is Brian Ray, and I'm the regional president for PNC Bank here in Central Illinois. And as Bob also said, so happy to be just surrounded by friends here. PNC Bank aligns so well with Big Picture Peoria and what they're trying to do. And big kudos to Doug and Eileen, Mark, Maggie, and the rest of the board. And I know that some of you are probably here. Understanding the vibrancy, right, that public art brings to downtown. It makes it more walkable. It brings people down here. They want to be down here, which I think is what we all want, to have that vibrancy. And studies have shown, as a banker, I have to say this, that public art also has a direct correlation to economic growth and vitality in our cities. So this is so important for us. And I'm so happy, as Mayor Ali said, this public-private partnership is so important because we can't do it alone. And we all are able to be greater when we work together, the way that this project has come together. So I want to thank you to the mayor, to city council, to all those who voted yes to put this beautiful piece of work on a public building downtown. Thank you to Big Picture Peoria, to the Community Foundation, the Gilmore Foundation. It's been really special that we can all come together. And, you know, as was already mentioned, but I'm going to say it again, the last mural about a year ago by our newly elected city councilman and also friend, Alex Carmona, right down the street, something really great is happening right now. And I just feel so privileged that we can play a small part of that. So thank you to all those involved. Mark?
One of the challenges of being the fifth speaker in line is that I will be heavily self-editing for the next few moments, so that'll be good. But it's really great to be a part of this today. I've noticed in our community over the last few years, we are having more opportunities to get together to celebrate things. And that says something really good about this community, so I'm proud to be here. And there's been a lot of shout outs to Doug and Eileen and Mark and Maggie and others, but the Community Foundation joins in saying, way to go, Big Picture, you're moving things forward. We made a grant to support this project from our most recent Community Arts Grant Program. And I went back and pulled the grant proposal that Big Picture submitted to us, and a couple of things leaped out at me that I wanted to share with you. The very first words of the grant proposal said, Peoria is undergoing an arts renaissance. And I think if we're paying attention, you can feel it all around us. And even the corridor that's happening here, as Mark did a good job of describing, it's all around us. The Renaissance is at hand. Among the very next words that were from Big Picture, murals are our mission. I like that, right? Did you know this is their 36th mural that they've done? 36. Right? I was telling Doug before we started, I live in Morton. I took the flyover bridge, and I was still in East Peoria at a stoplight, and I looked across at our beautiful skyline, and Abraham Blue was peering back at me, right? And that's what we have going on for us. We have that kind of visibility of the arts, and so it was great. But there's, the public display of art is important for lots of reasons we have already heard about. But the aspect of collaboration is important to me, and we talk a lot about at the Community Foundation. Think of what had to happen to make this mural happen today. We needed Big Picture. We needed the Gilmore Foundation, Laura and her board. We needed PNC, Brian and his team and the foundation. We needed the city with the mayor, the council, the staff, and others. We couldn't do anything without Bob, right? We'd be sitting here talking to each other without art. And then we're in Distillery Labs, for example, right? Doug and everything that they're doing here. This place is becoming a hub of so much activity and meetings and celebrations in the community. The vibrancy is all around us. So I point that out to say the collaboration is key. Our Community Foundation played a relatively small role in supporting this. We made a grant, we were glad to. But the role that we play is only made possible by the members of the community that come alongside us, that create the permanent funds that we then administer to do really cool things in this community. So we are one of the fastest growing community foundations by asset size in the state of Illinois, and that's because increasingly people in this community are coming alongside to help us help the community, and that's what a community foundation is about. So in summary, I think what we're doing today is really perfectly reflective of the Choose Greater Peoria initiative. We're coming together to work greater. Today we're coming together to play better and to live greater. So this is awesome. We have a new mural. It's another good feather in the cap of this city. Let's keep that work going, and it's a real pleasure to be a part of this. I think our last speaker probably is going to be Laura Cullinan from the Gilmore Foundation. Please welcome Laura.
Thanks, everybody. I'm going to tell a little piece of the story, and it's been said a bit, but I think it's worth repeating. And being here today, I feel more motivated and more excited than ever because I'm seeing people really come together. Everyone in this room has had a hand in this and so many other projects, and we're really, there's some momentum, and I can feel it. I can feel it downtown, and it's incredible. So today we're celebrating Play Greater, and like everything good in our community, Play Greater was born from a lot of different stakeholders. You've heard about that. Choose Greater Peoria has been referenced, and that makes me beyond thrilled. Choose Greater Peoria aligns efforts of the business community, our community leaders, our civic leaders like Chris, who's here today, and Mayor Ali, and philanthropy like Mark and like myself. This is to attract good people, that's one of our pillars, to promote our regional identity, and to build upon this vibrant, beautiful regional core. Our projects tell a story, the Choose Greater Peoria projects tell a story of pride and connection, so we can speak with one voice to drive vibrancy downtown, and we've heard that word a lot, but it does feel vibrant. Things are coming to life even more. We want to help more people, and Bob Doucette, you referenced this, and I think this is the key. Help more people like you and your partner Tom, and the Misselhorns, and the Loinigs, and Chelsea, and Alex Carmona. Help people like that choose to live here. This project has been years in the making. Mark and Maggie Misselhorn, Doug and Eileen Loinig, after working a lifetime to build businesses that lift up our community, choose to spend their retirement not in Florida, but right here in Peoria, further lifting our community, working daily to inspire us all and to connect us all. And their tireless daily work, I'm getting texts from Mark Misselhorn at 6 a.m. I mean, this guy, he lives, eats, and breathes this area and works all day long to make it better in retirement. And Maggie too.
I tell him not to send that.
No, it's incredible. It's inspiring, and what you do, that art has connected us to Bob. And Bob, after choosing Peoria to be your home, you quickly got involved, and you've lent your creativity and passion to make so many community projects, including this mural that reflects joy and vibrancy. And joy and vibrancy attracts more people like you and your partner, and the Loinigs and the Misselhorns, and people that are here today that are champions and cheerleaders for this area. So thanks to you all. It takes a village, and our village is growing, and we're bringing more people in, and that's what we want to do. And thanks for encouraging public art. Thanks to the city and the mayor. It's incredible. These projects are increasing the vibrancy of our downtown, and we're grateful. Thank you.
And we're going to close by asking you to follow us outside so we can take a look and even take some pictures of the mural itself. Thank you.